Hi there, it's Martha and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, thank you for coming and welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for coming back. And I wanted to share not my thoughts, actually my friends and family's thoughts on the scents that they smelled. So last week and over the weekend, in an impromptu, I guess, sniff party, you could call it, happened, and we were passing around the different bars that I have, and I thought, as I was hearing them kind of ooh and ah, and like some were like, no thanks, I thought it was really interesting to figure out what were like overall from a group of about, I'd say total of getting 10 opinions from the ages of like someone in high school to early 50s, both men and women. So it was a nice diverse group, I'd say, from age to gender, and what they thought of some of these scents and what they liked. What was, maybe I didn't hear too much, so I guess safe bet, to ones that they did not like. And then the aha was really on how they were different from mine. And so I think it's always good to watch different videos or different hauls and hear people's perspective and reviews on certain scents and try to find your scent twins, because I think that'll really help guide you in any future purchases, or even listening to those that have the opposite likes as you do, because then if they really love something, you might think, oh, we don't normally jive on the same thing, so maybe that's one I stay away from. So anyway, these are not necessarily my thoughts. It's me translating what I saw and what I heard. And I hope you enjoy this video and you stick around. I would love to hear what you plan to put in your Scentsy Club. Were any of the kind of what my friends thought same as yours or different from yours? Yeah, so please feel free to leave a comment, and I really would love to hear your thoughts and kind of, were they the same, different, and what are some of your favorites? All right, so I'm just going to start with bricks first just to get them out of the way because they're a little bit big and taking up a lot of room here on my desk. So starting with caramel chestnut, this was a big hit. So overall, I think everyone that smelled this, and these are all on cold, really enjoyed it. So definitely some samples were given out, and I've warmed this quite a bit. I really, really like this one. This has some vanilla and caramel and chestnut. This is definitely going to go in my club just because I really like this scent. I think it is it's not too overly sweet. There is caramel, but I think that mixed with the chestnut and vanilla just made this one a big hit. So that is caramel chestnut. Next we have Frosted Petals. So Frosted Petals was overall also a pretty big hit, even though even the men thought it was pretty. Maybe not for them, but I think for the house thought it was pretty, thought this would be a nice scent for the bedroom. And overall getting a lot of nods like, that smells pretty good. So this has snowberries, I think currant, orchid. So this is floral. So definitely, if you do know that someone does not like floral, probably not for them. If you're not sure, I think you will find that people felt this was very pleasant, and I like it. I think it's pretty. Not for me something I would put in a club, but I really like it, and I'm going to continue enjoying warming this one. Okay. Icicles and Evergreen. This one, another big hit. I felt like everyone, as they were taking sniffs of it, I actually had it in these small little bags, and I think most people took a lot of these when I'm just kind of eyeballing what has less in the bag. So Icicles and Evergreen, this has some cool eucalyptus. Oh gosh, yeah, so it's really nice. It has a hint of some sweetness to it, and this people just found to remind them of the holidays of winter, and this was a popular scent. Okay, so next we have Winter's Eve, and this has cedar, bergamot. I think it's the bergamot that I'm finding that bergamot at Scentsy has a little more of a cologne type of scent. This one, though, surprisingly was a very popular. People overall like this scent. I really like this when I smelled this on cold when I first got it. it is different. I do get that cedar and that bergamot, bringing that a little more of a men's flair to it. I will say though, for me personally, because I've worn this, it has a little bit of an odd note to it every once in a while as it's warming. Sometimes I'll kind of get a whiff of it and it smells really nice, kind of what I smell on cold. Other times I might walk by and get something that's just a little off. So there's something in here that keeps me from loving it, but overall, on cold, people like this scent. Last but not least is Maraschino Cherry, and I think I started with this, passing this one around first, because it is one of my favorites. I love this scent. I definitely get cherry. What was also interesting about this was I definitely get the cherry note on cold and when it's warming, especially in the beginning. It's definitely like top note is cherry, and then as it starts to die down a little bit, I get more sugar cookie. On cold, as I was passing this around, overall, people found it to be too sweet, that cherry to be too sweet. I did have a friend who didn't pick up on the cherry at all. She just smelled sugar cookie, but even for her, she thought it was too sweet. So interesting, because I love this scent, but kind of in a, informal polling as I was listening and watching, not so much a favorite big hit. Overly sweet was what many people thought. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to the bars. I tried to break them up as best I could, but we have a mix of like, ooh, I want to take a picture of this. What is this? I want to order it, to, oh, this is really nice. And then some that I just didn't hear too much either way, so I think they liked it. And then I have the definite no's, too much. Okay, so I'm going to get started. And the first one I've got here is 100 Acre Wood. It's Winnie the Pooh. This is a soft scent. This for me is, I'm warming it right now in my room. I think it is a smaller room office type of scent because it is softer. But yeah, people like the scent. They thought it was very pleasant. And it's a little powdery, a little bit. It's soft. I guess when I describe things as soft, I get a touch of powderiness, but this is really, really nice. Great for a kid's room, great for a bedroom, and overall, this was a thumbs up. Let's see, where am I going to put these? I guess I'll put them on the floor. Drop them on the floor. Next is White Amber and Silk. I think I mentioned this in almost every video. One of my favorites, absolutely going in my club, and this was a hit. So men and women thought this was nice. Men did say this is a little more body care. I agree, this has a body care lotion kind of smell to it. Great, I think, bathroom, bedroom, if you want something softer. But I adore this scent. There's something, it's the amber in here that just gets me, like, it is so, so good. So that is White Amber and Silk. And then I call this the stronger cousin, or a little more, less body lotion, but similar vibe if you really like amber. This is White Amber and Teak. So this one also very popular. A lot of people like this. This was one where taking pictures, like, what is this? I want to order it. And as you can see, one of my best friends took two cubes home with her. So she really liked this one as well. So this was a overall thumbs up, very well liked. Okay, Silver Bells. Silver Bells, I just recently got. I have not worn this, but people just like that fresh minty. There's mint in here. There's a lot of notes in here. This is the one I always have to keep looking up because I can never remember. So let me look this up really quick. Okay, as I'm looking at that. Silver Bells, so this has candy cane. So that's where that mint is coming from. Candy cane, pear. I guess I'd have to warm it. I guess I can, I would never have guessed it, and that's why I always have trouble figuring out what's in this, because it's just really nice. This is Velvety Blanket of Caramel, Vanilla, Sugar, Candy Cane, and Pear. So yeah, this was a hit. So Silver Bells. And I will say, the more I smell this, the more I really, really like it. So I think this will be one that will go in my club because it's a safe bet. It's got a little of everything, but not too much of anything, in a good way. So it's just a nice balance blended. bar, in my opinion. All right, maple rum cake. Maple rum cake, I love this one as well. I overall really like the Harvest collection. I think I liked all three of those scents. Maple rum cake was in there. This is, if you're afraid of maple, don't be. I don't think it's a very strong maple. Overall, you'll find out as I get through this, very sweet scents. Bakery scents were not the favorites, but people like this blend of the rum, the cake, and that hint of sweetness from the maple. So I think this is another one that, and on warm, I think is even more surprising. So maple rum cake was very well received. All right, Hug in a Mug. Hug in a Mug is the only chocolate scent in the waxes in the catalog right now. And this one, I get the cocoa, but I really get hazelnut. I can really smell the hazelnut. And to some of my friends' noses, it was that hazelnut's like a little bit of a coffee scent. So I think this one, people were just impressed on like how much it smelled like kind of a cocoa coffee. So if you have any coffee lovers, chocolate lovers, they will really like this. But I was surprised that overall this was a big hit. Okay, Blackberry Spice. I like this on cold. I've yet to warm this, but this one is another one where, and you'll see this, a lot of cider kind of spices were popular. The blackberry has a nice fruitiness. It adds a brightness to it, balanced with those spices. So this is one, I actually should warm this week, but this was one that was well liked as well. Sips of Cider. So I got this one recently and I warmed this in my room, and this is bold. This was really well liked, especially by the men. But overall, people just like this, that orange, it's ginger, it's got a fizziness to it. So it's really not cider in my opinion, but for me, it actually reminds me of like a orange Fanta soda. So it's not a very, like, I think this could be warmed maybe all year round, but even in the summer. It's got this brightness to it. So, but overall, this was liked for that bright, bold, orange, ginger fizz kind of a scent. Perfect Day. So Perfect Day, I feel, or at least I've watched a lot of haul videos because I just love this. This is why I decided to make a channel myself, because I enjoy watching these and hearing different people's opinions. Perfect Day, I think, has been mixed opinions on YouTube, at least the ones that I've seen. But my friends really like this. I really like it as well. I have not warmed it yet, but I really love pear notes. So I think if you don't like pear notes, you're not going to like this. But this one was one that people, again, found refreshing, clean, just a really nice scent. I'll also add on Blackberry Spice, I think the comment I heard was this reminded them walking into like a craft store in the winter, like in the holidays, fall time. So that was I think just a positive memory, scent memory for some. Okay, Hocus Pocus. Hocus Pocus, I have not worn this one yet, but I have several bars because on cold, I love this scent. It is that cherry. But what was interesting, as my friends didn't like maraschino cherry cookie, but the cherry in here is a darker, deeper cherry. It is not the same cherry at all. But the cherry note, I feel like there's plum in here. This reminds me of a fragrance that I love, that I wear. And so this, not surprising, was a hit at the party. Winterberry Apple Tea. This was another one. I just got this one and I fell in love. So I'll link my haul video when I got a few of these up in the corner somewhere. And apologies for that video. My camera kept not wanting to focus. So, but I didn't want to refilm it because then it wouldn't be like a surprise. With the Winterberry Apple Tea, love, love, love. This is going to go in my box. And ooh, I can already see that the clamshell is starting to change colors a little bit. This was also a hit. people just found this to be really pleasant. Again, it's got that little bit of that fruit note, berry note, but a nice balance. So yeah, men and women alike, young and old, liked winterberry apple tea. All right, around the campfire. Gosh, I really like this one. Around the campfire, I thought would be kind of a divisive one maybe, but nope. Everyone was like, ooh, this is good. It's sweet. It's got a sweetness to it, so it's not just like smoky. One of my friends said she loves the scent of like when you just light a log, you know, that initial, like the log is starting to fire up in the fireplace, and she loves that scent, and this reminded her of that. I also mentioned this would be a great mixer, and I think I got a lot of like, ooh, I bet you this would really smell good mixed with like a tree note or something like that. So overall, around the campfire, I think is a great hit. My friend said she would just melt this on her own without mixing it with anything. She just really loved the scent. Frosted vanilla. I think this is a popular. I haven't heard anyone anywhere say they don't like this scent. It's vanilla, but without being bakery vanilla. That minty, cool mintiness mixed with that vanilla makes this I think it's an interesting scent. I don't know that I love it as much as other people do, but there's something about it. So I keep going back to it so I think I do love it, but it's not one that's like an immediate, like, oh my gosh, that's wonderful. It's just something that keeps me, there's something interesting with the vanilla and mint mixed to it. But this overall, people like this one, and I think the fresh air, woodsy, spicy stuff is what at least my friends and family are liking right now. So that is frosted vanilla. They liked a lot. Bright Cider Life. This one I also am really looking to warm very soon, maybe this week or in the next week. This is really good. This is so good. There is a creaminess to it. This is cider, but I think there's that creamy note, vanilla or something. So this is another one. Pumpkin apple, maybe. I think it's pumpkin apple. Let me look. Yeah, it is pumpkin apple. And I should always look in the front. If you look at the artwork, they're all different, and I think they give you a little hint of what's in there. So definitely see the pumpkin and the apple, and it looks like cinnamon sticks. So I should be able to tell you what this is. But yeah, this was another, ooh, this is really nice kind of comments that I heard. So Bright Cider Life. All right. Cranberry orange cider. So again, we've got some orange, looks like some, now I'm going to try to look on here. Oh, I see orange and cinnamon sticks and some leaves. So there's probably something green in here. Apple, I think. This is good. This is really good. I have not warmed this one, but cranberry orange cider, I believe was in the winter collection, and with swirling snowflakes and one other. That bundle is not my favorite, but this I really like, and my friends were liking cider notes. So this is cranberry orange cider, orange cider, those kind of things. All right, cozy cardigan. Yes, this was a definite winner. There is amber in here as well. Cozy cardigan, I think, is a great name for this. There is something just cozy and sweet, and you just want to wrap yourself in this like blanket, this sweater. This is for me, probably not a great, I mean, it could be, but to me, this is not like an open concept type of wax. This is a great bathrooms, smaller offices, bedrooms, but cozy cardigan was a winner. Wild for Fall. I love this one. This, I think not everyone loves, but I think for the most part, I hear a lot of people do like this scent. I love this scent. Probably one of my favorite woodsy notes. because it's not super woodsy, and I do like woodsy notes, but this one I get a lot of blood orange. I think I've mentioned that before, but people like this. A couple of bars or little cubes are missing because this was a full clamshell when I brought it over yesterday. So this definitely was a hit across the board. Another hit across the board, and I'm happy because it is one of my favorites as well, and this is Jack's Obsession from the Nightmare Before Christmas. This is spiced apple pear. It's just, I think it's beautiful, and to me, when I first put it in, that spiced apple hits me hard, but that fragrance drops pretty quickly. So I think this would be probably better in a room or smaller space. But yeah, everyone loved Jack's Obsession. Okay, Fluffy Fleece. I love this one so much. I want to get this in the laundry collection. Fluffy Fleece. I don't know what it is about this, but I like this. I think there was one, it might have been the guy that was like, powdery. But this teenager liked, the mom liked. And so this was one where I think overall, yeah, I think I've, again, my friend took to like this one a lot. So Fluffy Fleece. Mystery Man. Mystery Man is a more of a cologne scent. I think the name tells you that as well. And but this one was liked. For the most part, this was liked. One of my friends says this reminded her of like 90s men's cologne or something, but in a good way, not in a bad way. But she's bought this one before. She really likes it. Overall, yeah, this was a scent that was liked. So Mystery Man. Okay, Vanilla Bean Buttercream. I mean, I don't know what there is really to say other than it smells like vanilla bean buttercream. Vanilla. I would say a lot of guys like vanilla. I think I had read somewhere like years ago in an article that vanilla reminds them of like mom, like scent memories of their mom baking cookies or cakes and stuff. So I think vanilla unless you just hate it, I think you can't go wrong. But overall, yep, this is a good one. So vanilla buttercream, safe bet. Very Snowy Spruce. This is also missing a couple cubes. So this one was another one that I just got the other day. I've not warmed it, but those pine cones, this is like just, to me, this clean mountain air. And I think it has a good scent memory, at least in my friend group for that reason. Very Snowy Spruce. A friend of mine also smelled, I think, Mighty Pine, which I believe is in the clearance section. I have not smelled that one, but she liked that one as well. So this group tended to like woodsy notes, and this was another great one. Okay, all right, we already did Boutique, Polar Bear Hug, another one with missing cubes. This is one of my favorites as well. And this is another one that's got an interesting, I think, combination of notes. So, but I love this. This is going in my club. For me, this would be, I love this in my room, but I guess I can try doing this downstairs. But yeah, this was another one where people were like, ooh, what is this? This smells so good. So Polar Bear Hug. Okay, then we've got Harry Potter, Wizarding World Harry Potter. This is one, I think the first time I smelled it, I did get some of that cologne smell that has been mentioned in other haul videos. Now, it's still there, but it really isn't that manly to me. Yeah, overall, this one was liked. I would say this is a like, maybe not a love, but overall, 80% of the group thought this was a good scent. So Wizarding World Harry Potter. Okay, now I had some of these little samplers, and these were some that overall people really liked. Definitely heard the oohs and ahs in the comments. These were harder to sniff, so they, you know, people had to kind of rub their hand in there. But this is Scarlet Sunflower. This is on my to buy list. I have not bought this one yet, but Scarlet Sunflower, generally very well liked. Amazon Rain is another one. Yeah, this just smells clean. So this was boys and girls love this one. Amazon Rain for that reason. Velvet Moon. I can't believe I haven't gotten this one yet. I think it's coming. I think it's coming in a haul that I have. Velvet Moon. This is a new one, I believe. And overall, definitely was liked. People were like, oh, I need to order that one. Luna, one of my friends, loves this one. This is like, I would say, a signature scent for her. Yeah, she's like, get me a bar, or get me a few. So she's definitely ordered some, and that is Luna. And then we have coconut and lemongrass. So that is a good one for like kitchen, maybe more in the spring, summertime is what I heard, but people like that one overall. So those are it. I think I have Prosecco and Pomegranate was another one I think that I heard some folks liked. So that is in the kind of love to like section, and let's move on to the ones that were just like, all right, they're okay. I think I heard some people like it, some people were just like, eh, didn't really do anything for them, and let's keep going. So I'll start out with Saint Snickerdoodle, or Saint Nickerdoodle. I mean, Saint Nickerdoodle. This is, I find it, at least my bar, I wonder if this needs to cure a little bit more, to be very light, although I do get the little cinnamon. I think some, is there orange, apple, and maybe cinnamon, and that like a snickerdoodle, basically, that kind of cookie. So this, I think people liked it, but didn't feel like, ooh, that is so good, I need to have it. So it was in the safe bet pile. Then I have Christmas Cottage. This was, I think, a little more of a mixed reaction. Those that like Red Hot Cinnamon really enjoyed this and really liked this. I think others just thought, oh, maybe not. So this was maybe a little bit kind of a mixed one. I definitely get the Red Hot Cinnamon on there, and I did hear some comments on that. So maybe I just have a very, very high Red Hot Cinnamon bar, but that is Christmas Cottage. Then we are moving on to Swirling Snowflakes. I didn't really hear anything about this, like good or bad. I think maybe some just said, oh, that's nice. This one's growing on me, but I will say the first time I smelled it was not my favorite. There's, I don't know. I think there's other minty fresh scents that I like more, like Arctic Kiss, than I do Swirling Snowflakes. So this one, yeah, was just, I think, okay. We'll have some surprises in here. Be Merry. I think, as you saw, more the woodsy cider scents seem to be more popular. This one was a like, but wasn't, you know, I don't think they found anything very unique or really different about it. Very Merry Cranberry. This one is the one I said in a previous video, and I'll put on my last October party closeout haul where I got some of these. So this one I think would be great, I said in that video, for like Thanksgiving. It's really nice, but again, didn't, I think people just thought, yeah, it's all right. This one, actually, I probably should have put in the first pile, because Arctic Kiss did get some strong likes, I think, from, again, it was a little hard to pay attention. I wasn't planning on doing this video, but as I'm kind of remembering people's thoughts, I do know my friend who was sitting right next to me did like Arctic Kiss, so maybe that's in the first pile. And then, did I do Be Merry? Yes, and Be Merry was already one of them. So, yeah, I think there was just some I didn't hear too much of a reaction from, and those were them. So now moving on to the least liked pile of wax melts. All right, thanks for sticking with me. We are almost at the end. Maybe I should have started it and did this in reverse, where it's like the ones least liked to the best liked, but I started the other way around. So we're going to end on a somber note, I guess. Cinnamon Buttercream. just, and I would say all of these, so I won't keep repeating it, just over people felt was a little too sweet for my friend and family group. I don't think it's that sweet. I think it's a little, there's maybe, I like it. I do like it, but yeah, overall it was like, no thanks. Pumpkin roll, I hear a lot of things about loves on YouTube on pumpkin roll. I have not warmed this one yet. This, I believe, is like a pumpkin puree. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll see. But yeah, overall, yeah, this didn't get a great reaction. Apple cherry strudel. Apples, cherries. This, I think the reason that it didn't kind of ended in this pile was this is a very similar, not exact, but similar sweet cherry as the maraschino sugar cookie. And that one was not a well-liked brick. So for that same reason, I think it's the cherry note that, yeah, was not a hit. Warm pumpkin drizzle. This one I do like. But yeah, I think it's the maple or the drizzle. Yeah, maybe it's the maple that people just was like, no, didn't like that combination. Same with maple vanilla glaze. Yeah, I think just my friends are not maple fans. Even though this one, no, it's sweet. So it's got the sweetness from the maple. Scary Good. This one I feel is a little hit and miss from what I've seen. I've not warmed this. So yeah, not a, it was not a well-loved bar in the group. I think it's got an interesting smell to it. I like all of these. Honestly, there isn't one that I'm thinking is, except for Winter's Eve, that is maybe like, no, not my favorite. Gimme Candy, I'll end on this one. This is one that I've heard so many people say they love, and it's so sweet. It is very sweet, and I think for that reason my friends were not big fans. So that is it. My heater just went on, so hopefully that's not going to mess up with the audio. And yeah, that is it for kind of the a little informal poll of my friends and family and what they liked and they didn't like. I do love a lot of the bakery scents, so the fact that they ended in the least favorite pile was interesting to me because I love those scents. But I can understand how sometimes they could be a little bit much. On these sweeter scents, even though like I really like Gimme Candy, after like 2 days, I just want to switch it out, and I love switching it out with something woodsy or spicy because I just can't do this for like a week. That's just a lot. So that is it for now. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave me any comments. Let me know what do you like? I mean, are you more with my friends groups or are you more with the bakery notes like I am? What are some of your favorite scents? Where did we differ? And what are you putting in your club? I am starting to think about that, and it's going to be hard. But what are you putting in your club? What are some definite loves for you? What are some of your what are your friends like? I would love to know. So let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.